to another edition of the Skeam podcast. This is episode 8. We are here live, Studio 54, Grooming Room. Y'all know me, I'm your host, May Manifest. To my left, I have...
Hi, I'm Rhea.
Rhea.
Yes.
Yes, that's who she is.
Why
to my right,
you know who I was?
We don't know you. To my right, we have...
Pookie Long John's your endorphin releaser.
Y'all already know. Y'all can follow us, Skeam_podcast on IG, Skeam.podcast on YouTube. Y'all see it right there. We back at it. Took a little break, but we right here. Welcome back. How everybody been feeling?
Right, man. We all right, man.
We all right. How you been feeling, Queen? You went down to Mardi Gras or something? You been doing a little something?
No. I just have some beads.
Hey, we celebrate. Let's raise our glass. Y'all know how we do. We toast. We toast. We go up and we chill. Man, it's a lot going on. We want to give a special shout out to all of our listeners, everybody who's listening to us in the podcast world, iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Deezer, TuneIn. We love y'all. We thank y'all. We are so gracious for y'all support. And for everybody who's watching us on YouTube, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. This is the freshest new podcast out here. We touching on everything. So much stuff to get into. We're not going to delay. We know how we do. Y'all know our format. We start with our sports. Yeah. And it is the NFL free agency time. Y'all know what's happening. My man AB, shout out to AB, Mr. Big Chest. Mr. Big Chest doing his thing, got his new deal from Oakland. I told y'all he was going to get his bread. Yeah. Ain't it so good when people get their money?
Yeah. He about to get a silver beard right now.
I know he had the gold mustache. Now he just took it off. He back with silver and black.
Ain't that shit.
He's one of the best receivers in football, and what he did is basically used his leverage, a king who used his leverage to parlay that into a deal into Oakland. Steelers and Pittsburgh, I know that probably hurts because he's going away, but y'all not taking care of y'all stars. Le'Veon Bell's leaving, Antonio Brown's leaving, and now...
It's good to see, like, the players kind of, like, overturning the owners and making it they leave.
Yeah, doing their leave.
Advocating for themselves.
Yeah, doing themselves.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hold up, we got a little housekeeping to do. First of all, shout out to everybody. We gave y'all a little different feel this week. We got the Clippers going. We got Tiz in the back. Shout out to Tiz, Skeam team. Shout out to Eddie Good, Skeam team. Shout out to everybody who's listening and supporting. So we wanted to give y'all that organic feel this week. So stay with us, y'all. Hear the Clippers going, and that's what we do. We literally cutting and working. Again, if you're interested in sponsorship, if you want to sponsor one of the freshest new podcasts, hit us up at Skeam.podcast@gmail. We can talk about that. We'll have somebody from the team get to you. And again, we're going to continue to grow and give y'all that real. But back to AB. It's other trades. My Bucks traded Deshaun Jackson, D-Jax, back to Philly.
Oh, wow.
I hate to see him go, but we wasn't using him right, so...
Going back where he probably still got his old apartment that he used to.
He's staying right there.
He all right.
Everybody showing love, right. Everybody moving. This is the time of year everybody get their new city and do what they doing, so that's funny. I mean, Jameis wasn't really connecting with him on a deep ball, so y'all know I rock with them Bucks, but we are. We getting our players. We're gonna be ready.
He's good. He get out of there, cause I know Jameis Winston not getting the ball to nobody. Good, get out of there, Deshaun.
He just mad because I used to crush him on Madden, y'all, with the Steelers. They know I give boys that work.
Hey,
everything goes
so
back
listen,
to Madden.
You already know. But we in the month of March, so sticking with the topic of sports, we got March Madness coming up. March Madness, the brackets ready.
Yeah.
Everybody gonna be doing shit at work.
Yeah.
Everybody be on their.
I will. I'm gonna still do work.
You gonna still do work?
Yes.
You don't fill out no bracket?
I don't. I mean, I pay attention, I watch, but I don't fill out a bracket. I'm not that invested.
Gambling at work. Ain't that what they do?
First of all, I am not allowed to gamble. It is illegal for me to participate in March Madness at work. Let me go ahead and put that out there. They're going to get me fired for my good job.
We don't gamble at work. When we have time in the break room, we just fill out our brackets.
Very politically correct.
That's what happens.
20's on the table.
Because a lot of people watching. But no, it's interesting. They say this is the number one month where office productivity decreases. Because everybody's watching them.
Everybody's watching their brackets, and everybody has money on.
Grandmas ain't baking. Crazy.
Folks trying to get their money
up. Ain't nothing going down, and it's crazy. So it's like, man, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? But you know what? Real quick, we just hate to keep going back to the NFL. We just got some breaking news. Breaking news. They said Odell Beckham Jr. Can we confirm our sources? Odell Beckham Jr. On the Browns.
Is it true?
Man, listen.
That's what everybody's saying.
They saying yes. Listen.
Christmas gift to Cleveland if it really is. Early Christmas gift.
Baker Mayfield. They're gonna be.
That's true.
They're gonna be a new #1 pick.
Baker Mayfield.
See, I like what the Browns doing. I see what the Browns are doing. They saw that the Cavs got up out of there, you know what I mean, with LeBron. So they trying to take that market share. Like, we the hot new team now. Everybody think about the Cavs. So now Baker got him a receiver, got Odell Beckham.
Yeah.
They got a defense. Now they're going to be all right. And if you're a New York Giants fan,
if you're a New York Giants fan,
they losing everybody.
Shout out to New York, man, but y'all gotta get some players, man.
Yeah.
Y'all need some new helmets. I don't know what's going on in New York.
Oh, man. You know, but we're gonna transition right into our knowledge section. I mean, because it's a springtime, it's a new season. Everybody do their spring cleaning. How did y'all do with the 1 hour wake up and all that? Did it mess you up this weekend or?
A little bit, yeah. I need that hour. I could use a little bit more sleep, but I'm surviving.
You know what's funny is like your clock. We wake up, we be like, what time is it? 1 clock say this, 1 clock say that. My watch say something.
I'm paranoid for like 3 days afterwards, just feeling like I'm off, like somehow I've missed it.
I didn't know what time
so
it was.
paranoid.
What about you, P? Did you wake up one time?
Yeah, made me late for work. Yeah, sure did. Yep.
Everybody get caught, but you know we got more daylight savings now.
I do like that though, because I hate it getting dark so early.
Right.
I like having more daylight.
So what you gonna do with your daylight now? What you gonna do?
I'm going to more time doing what I normally do. Like I sit outside, and when I get home after work, I'll sit outside and do some of the things I normally do in the house, like checking up on stuff or just hanging out with my kids.
Okay.
So I enjoy all of the vitamin D I get.
Okay, shout out to vitamin D obtainers. Get all that melanin popping, melanin. What about you, P? What about me? I mean, listen, what I'm gonna do, you know. I mean, I'm a single man. I like to get in the happy hour season, rooftops and all that. I ain't gonna be chasing anything. I'm gonna come.
You gonna use that extra
no power. But we do enjoy. We call it sundress season. Sundress season is in full effect. You know,
enjoy the view.
Let the breeze.
He goes on his balcony and breathes the air.
This is how the dresses just move and we love you, ladies, for the sundress season. See.
Yes.
So we know that there's gonna be sunshine and sundresses. So.
Sundresses are amazing though.
Sundresses. Talk about it, Queen. What you like about the sundress?
Right. They're extremely comfortable. They flatter your figure most of the time. And so, yes.
The right breeze behind the sundress. Woo!
Yeah.
The right breeze.
That's alliteration now. That's an alliteration right there. Flatter your figure. You said it. I'm just telling you what you said.
I know what I said, but he added a whole lot. When you breathe, that was totally different. But it is comfortable.
It is. I love it.
So I mean, you're gonna have a lot of different energy coming. You know, it's
so happy hours. You're gonna take that extra hour to happy hour.
I didn't say I was gonna see how she just put it on me.
That's exactly what you said.
I said I enjoy happy hours, but I mean, I'm gonna do more with my happy hour. We're gonna be in the gym. We be on our fitness.
Gym is working out outside. I do like working out outside. Like I like to run or just like to be outside when I work out, and that is another good opportunity with the extra sunlight.
And we're in DC, so they have those like leagues, and they have the kickball leagues. They play like on the lawn, kickball, baseball, softball, all that.
Right.
I mean, so we're active. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to put me in happy. I see what she
That's
did.
The first
Get
thing
in the comments. Get at it, y'all.
That's the first thing he said.
Yeah.
So I simply repeated what you said.
No women should be out of shape with a dog, because you gotta run with that shit. And you should run around the park with it. I see a lot of in-shape ladies with their puppies out running around.
It's a great way to get in shape. You walk the dog, you run alongside of it, keep everything right and tight.
It's nice.
That's
a good
crazy.
situation.
Everybody loves to have animals. But you know, speaking of people who have animals, we right in our entertainment. We move right on. Your man Michael Jackson, man. Oh, he had Bubbles. Bubbles the monkey.
Really?
We gotta talk about it. You see how he did that?
The rat too.
Bubbles the monkey.
And Ben.
Yo,
Ben. I said Benjamin.
Listen.
I said his whole name.
They trying to drag my man. The man is not even here to defend himself. What y'all think about that, man? Like, they coming out with these specials. They coming out with. Go ahead, talk about it. You got something to say?
I always have something to say.
Of course.
But so I have not watched the new docu-series on Michael Jackson. My understanding of it so far, though, is that these are the same two guys who had totally different stories when Michael was brought up on charges.
Right.
And the challenge is, so I feel like you're about to conflate with him with like R. Kelly and Cosby.
She already know where I'm going. You see how
coming.
she trying.
I know where it's coming. I know where this is going.
That part.
And but I don't know if I see Michael in the same light because
I didn't even do that.
we have receipts for Cosby and Kelly. Do we have the same? And I'm asking, do we have the same receipts for Michael? Like, I don't know if we can put all of them in the same thing.
There's so many people you could come at that are living. Like, we talk about a guy who's in his grave.
Right, he's not here to defend
Not here to defend
He stuck the
himself.
middle finger up at his grave.
You can't do no interview with Gayle King and
But
like
no,
while out
y'all
and tell
tryna-
everybody that
Y'all trying to destroy this man's legacy. Let's talk about that. It's funny how there's a gentleman. It's like, okay, we done with this part. We done with Bill. We done with R. Kelly. We done. Now here come Michael. Like, let's talk about
Jussie Smollett.
So,
yeah.
so like,
Get out of here with
okay,
Jussie.
yeah.
Really,
So I don't
Jussie's
think
done.
I feel like you can't so if this idea of they having an agenda.
Okay.
If they had an agenda, there are far more prominent and impactful people to go after besides R. Kelly. R. Kelly wrote some great baby making music in the 90s, but he has, as far as I know, done nothing for the culture as a whole. Bill Cosby, though, like kind of changed the whole dynamic of how people viewed black people, black families, HBCUs. R. Kelly, you know, he bump and grind. You probably got it into his music back in the 90s if that's what you were doing. But outside of that, he hasn't done anything for the culture. So to talk about this idea of an agenda, I feel like you have to have somebody who is potentially going to do something. R. Kelly was going to do nothing but continue to make great songs and continue to sleep with underage women.
It's funny.
That doesn't help the culture.
It's funny how you steered it. We talking about MJ. We coming to R. Kelly, but Michael Jackson.
Now, Michael Jackson is a different. The key.
Here's what he didn't do. Here's why I said day with him, because when you have youngins, like my daughter loves Michael Jackson. She wasn't. I don't even know he passed yet. He wasn't even alive during her life. So when she looks at him, she sees him on YouTube. She does the dances. That's her memory of him. If she grows up and hear all this allegations and all these assaults and all that, that's gonna kind of taint the memory of one of her legends, aka superstars. So don't, you know what I mean? Don't drum up stuff. And again, if the things that are true, you know, I want to just separate that. My focus is on how do you continue to come at people who don't have an opportunity to defend themselves. When we know there are people here that are doing certain things and doing that. Come on, man. Let's just keep it a buck. Let's keep it a stack. We know what that is. That's all I'm saying. Mike will always be a legend. We know what it is. Leave that man alone. Now if he did that extra stuff.
That's the piece. We're never going to be able to definitively say if he did it, because the same two guys who are in the documentary said that he didn't do it when he was actually brought up on charges. And you're right, he's not able to defend himself.
How y'all feel about Oprah coming at it?
Oprah talking about. That's what I'm saying. All that, they drumming up interest from all that.
From the ladies.
Yeah,
how the
go
ladies
ahead.
feel about it.
I've heard about Oprah's thing. I haven't watched that either, so I can't really talk on it. But I feel like
basically she denounced them.
So that's what I heard. But I feel the same way.
everything.
We don't have the same receipts for Michael that we have for some of the others. Not to say that it excuses it, but he's also not here. So like I don't know. I'm not ready to. I'm challenged with Michael because I'm challenged with Michael. But I feel totally different about R. Kelly and Cosby though. I'll just put that out there.
He never took his music off the radio. I mean, I heard a Michael Jackson song today on the radio. They never thought about taking Michael Jackson music off. You know?
Right, and I get that, and there's reason for that, because it's not as, I don't think it's as black and white as some of the other situations have been. So that's why people are a little bit slower to denounce Michael or to take his music off the radio. But again, I haven't watched the documentary, so I don't know if they're introducing new information that wasn't available before.
It's the different elements of entertainment: the sing, dance, and the laugh. You know.
Right.
And they're trying to get us in all way, man.
We do that. Real quick, y'all listen to the Skeam podcast, wherever you stream your podcast, y'all watching us on YouTube. My quick question would be, do y'all think there's an agenda against black male figures who achieve a certain level of success? Like right, wrong, and indifferent. Don't you feel like we're being attacked? And I say we as a black man, you know, again, we know there are other ethnicities who do the same type things, but don't y'all feel that it's funny how, again, Bill Cosby, I know these guys are being attacked. Not what they're doing. Let's just talk about, because we know that the Catholic Church and all, there have been accusations against them, and all, again, they're not being under the same scrutiny or microscope as some of our black male figures. So would you say there's
the first part of what you said, the agenda to take down prominent black men. I 100% agree with you. But that even outside of the entertainment industry, you have Medgar Evers, you have Malcolm X, you have like every prominent African American man, Huey Newton, like they completely, you know, went against what the Black Panthers were actually about and made them out to be this huge militant group. So I think the idea of attacking
and all they were trying to do is give people free lunch
African American
and protect our community from the gangs. Right?
Exactly. Yes, I do think on that scope, absolutely, there is an agenda to discredit, to dehumanize, to yes. However, it doesn't help if the black person has things that they should in fact be brought to the table on, like drugging women and having.
But what I'm trying to tell you, here's the thing. No. Here's the thing. Now let me play devil's advocate to that point, because everybody has skeletons in their closet. Nobody who walked this earth is perfect.
But not all skeletons are.
It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny how you know. Some
if the
people.
Skeleton is rape,
I'm just saying. No. What I'm saying is just funny how. You know, some people's skeletons are brought to light, but others are not. So, you know, what we gotta focus on is what's really the point of emphasis. So again, we talked about people who've done great things. Right.
Now, is it that they didn't hold them accountable, or is it that the stuff wasn't on our radar? Because everybody brings up Harvey Weinstein, like people just found out about him a couple years ago. People have been talking about Harvey Weinstein forever. There have been documentaries about that. So like, if it wasn't on black people's radar, does it mean that people weren't paying attention to it? Or does it just mean that black people as a whole weren't aware of it, and now we are? So it's like, oh, but you're not coming at this person, you're not coming at Woody Allen.
No. What I'm saying is, everybody got skeletons in their closet.
If the skeletons are raped, then it doesn't count.
Why do you only pull the skeletons up on black people? That's the agenda. That's the agenda focus, right? You're only pulling the dirt up when it's convenient for your narrative, and then you're pulling the dirt up on people who can't defend themselves.
It's the owners of the media is going to take the majority. The majority is going to overrule most of the people. They're going to get there.
Exactly, because they have an agenda.
100% agree.
Whoever owns the media is going to
put out what they want to put out.
I 100% agree with that. I also agree that knowing this level of scrutiny, this isn't new. It's not like something just happened. We've known for decades that if you are going to be out in the public eye as an African American, you are going to be held to different standards. So don't do dumb stuff like rape.
Let's talk about that. Moving right along. Hold on. Appearance. You're in the public eye. Okay. You're black. You're male, and you're wearing a fucking tuxedo dress.
Damn.
That's crazy. Don't say that that's okay.
Talking about Blossom.
That's not okay. We don't want to see that. And the media wants to fabricate and act like that's okay. And they want to act like, oh, he had a tuxedo and a dress on. It's okay. This is a feminine push. He could do this. Yo, cut it out. As a black man, as a heterosexual black man and king, I'm telling you that we don't like seeing those images. Imagery is important. We saw this past year, the movie Black Panther come out. It was an awesome movie. It was the first movie as a black male that I saw a black superhero for Marvel be on that level. I never seen Superman white. Black. I never seen Batman black. So to see Black Panther black, imagery is important. So when you have imagery coming forth, showing men in dresses, and you want to act like that's okay, that's a problem. Okay? So that. You can't act like, oh, you're looking at it the wrong way. No, fuck that. We're not looking at it the wrong way. No male that I know, get in the comment section, guys, if I'm off. Get in the comment section if I'm off. Tell me, we don't want to see men in dresses. We don't want to see, oh, everybody's gay, and I don't care. That's what it is.
That's how you feel.
That's how, it ain't about feeling. It's how you feel. It's going to appeal,
That's right. I mean, I ain't wearing no dress to the Oscars.
No male.
Exactly. If you are a black, heterosexual male, don't wear no dresses. That is perfectly fine. This black gay man chose to wear a dress, and he looked bomb in it. Like, it would have looked great.
He did not look bomb in it. He looked like a fucking clown.
He looked like a black man in a tuxedo dress.
He looked like a clown.
Cloud chasing.
No, so this is the thing.
The fuck? This is
If a black gay
See,
man,
women letting this get off. I'm sorry. Go ahead. You got your point. You got the mic, but y'all let him get off.
Say what you say, so I can go ahead and say what I gotta say.
Go ahead.
You sure?
I'm chill.
You sure you're not?
See, y'all let him. Wait. Women, y'all letting him get away with this shit. That's why men are feeling. You gotta put in these dreads, make a fashion statement. That shit is weird. We call those guys weirdos. I don't care about being politically correct. That shit is corny. That shit is crazy. Right? We got the audience saying, yeah, well, listen, that's crazy. No man should be wearing that and feel like it's okay. Now, if you want to have this societal norm to push effeminate culture and act like that, y'all can shoot them bell. That's crazy though, yo. Come on now. Back in the day, they called it excommunicated. People would get kicked out. If you were like a weirdo, they had the wall and the fortress around. They would kick the weirdos out in the fortress. You scavenge for food and all that. He would be out there. Would he not?
With a dress.
Is it my turn? Can I speak? Jesus Christ. So there was a lot to unpack with what you just said. So I think a black gay man who chooses to wear dresses, it's his personal prerogative to wear dresses. I don't think that's a statement of black men as a whole. There are plenty of strong, heterosexual black men who choose to wear whatever they choose to wear. I don't see it. So this idea that this man choosing to wear a dress will then foreshadow all black men. Like, I just don't see it the same way. Because gay men who choose to identify on the more feminine side will wear female clothes. Drag queens have been around forever.
You look at it like that's what he's supposed to do.
But look, that's okay.
No, not that that's what he's supposed to do. That's what he chose to do. He wanted to put on a dress. That has nothing to do. How many other men, black men included, were there in tuxedos and chose not to wear a dress? It ain't had nothing to do with them, and they looked wonderful. So, I don't understand why.
So freeze it right there. I'm not saying that what he did, you can wear whatever you want to wear. What we're talking about is the media's portrayal of him. So look, there were 20 men. Let's say all these chess pieces on this table represented men at the Grammys.
Yeah, him right here.
This one, no, he wasn't the king. Get the fuck out of here. He was this one. Why you want to raise him up and put him in a spotlight and have him on the magazines and all this? No, we're saying as a man, we rather see images of this, of a regular, not regular. Let me, because I know y'all gonna get in the comments. Not regular. That's a yak. We want to see a heterosexual official. Why are you not promoting that kid? Why did it take to 2019? Wait, here's the question. Why did it take to 2019 for Black Panther and T'Challa to be portrayed?
You're conflating a whole bunch of different.
I'm not conflating.
You are. You're totally conflating. So here's.
You're shooting a gay guy in a dress bell.
I'm saying
it's okay to be gay.
We don't want to see that. Wear whatever he wants to wear. The media chose to cover it because there are. It's not just because he's a black male. I think the LGBTQ community, they do take a certain level of appreciation for someone who can be out in public and accepted. And I think that's a separate thing. But I think that, and I'm not speaking to you directly, my challenge when I hear black men talk about feminine, black boys and all this stuff, my immediate question is, how many people are you mentoring? How involved are you with your community? I'm not talking about you specifically. I'm just talking about as a whole. I hear people want to condemn these boys who wear dresses all the time.
How many people is that guy?
Have you been?
See, what you gotta understand. First of all, Hollywood and the media is controlled by, homosexual.
They always have been though.
So we know that.
Wait,
so freeze it. That's what I'm saying. So.
The media has always been controlled about white
listen,
people.
I need you to hear this. I need you to hear this.
But you're not hearing me.
I am hearing you. What I need you to hear is that because they are controlled by homosexual men gonna push their agenda, right? Antoine, Jussie Smollett, and all that gay shit, they're gonna push that to the forefront. We are saying, heterosexual men is, why do we not see more depictions of us as heterosexual? Wait, freeze it. That homosexual man represents a small community of black men. There are more heterosexual men raising their families, working jobs, ownership. We're sitting in a black-owned male business. We are here live. This is the depiction that should be pushed to the forefront.
And you're saying that it has not been?
Not as much as the heterosexual, not as much as the homosexual, effeminate men in a dress. True or false?
Specifically black men.
True or false?
Are you talking specifically black men or hetero or homosexuals in general?
The gay men are given more forefront. Queer as folk. What is it? Gay. Queer is the new. All them shows and shit. We tired of that shit, man. We tired of that. Heterosexual men are tired of seeing all that. Give us a regular show. Give us a regular show, Tyler. Give us a regular show, anybody. The movie, the first movie Tyler did.
Medea.
No. The serious one he did. What was the serious one he did?
Ghetto Black Girl.
No. Get in my comments. Colors. What was the colors or something? Somebody help me. No, for color girls only.
Okay.
Black men in that movie. One man was on the down low. One man suffered with mental illness. The other one threw a baby off the roof. Freeze it. Can I have one black man that was just going to work, paying bills? We don't have those media depictions. Are you
really serious? Every single movie that Denzel Washington has been in, every single movie that Don Cheadle has been in. But no, like.
But I'm saying in the media.
I don't think. Yeah, I just disagree with you.
You can agree to disagree.
Because I think that there have been a lot of heterosexual male portrayals in theater. You have like Raisin in the Sun. You have, what was the one that they just did the movie on with Viola Davis and Denzel Washington? Fences.
That shit should have stayed up where he was born as hell. I watched it though.
You have examples of this. The movies with Marshala Ali. You have movies with
that shit was gay too. Moonlight.
I was talking about Green Book. You're talking about Moonlight.
Oh, okay. You're talking about Moonlight. I'm saying, get the fuck out of here. Yo, I'm just saying.
But
listen.
I think that I think that homosexual men are not inherently a threat to black men as a whole. And mind you, we're not even talking about gay men as a whole in this particular way. We are talking about gay men who choose to dress or take on the more feminine demeanor. So I think so there's gay men, there's men, then there's gay men.
Last name Gayman.
Then there's a smaller group of gay men who choose to be more feminine. So like, so you're talking about like a subset of the people.
And you said he slayed, girl. He slayed. Get the fuck out of here. He didn't slay. He looked like a fucking clown.
I understand your sentiment.
Fellas, did he look like a clown?
I understand.
I'm not sensitive. This way trying to.
I understand.
We got a female saying he looked like a clown.
I understand your sentiment. I think if he wants to wear a dress, it's his business to wear a dress, and that don't have nothing to do with you.
And I'm just saying, you could have showed somebody else. That's all. You could have showed somebody else. Your
issue is the media coverage of it, like that because it was.
We know what it is. Because guess what?
You feel like they have an agenda to emasculate.
We know what it is. Watch this. A 5-year-old.
They want our kids to see.
Exactly. A 5-year-old black male growing up in a hood.
They do.
Growing up with no father, who might not have a father figure, a male role model. He watches that image that's on the TV and he thinks that that's okay.
I understand.
That's why you got these guys with the, super skinny jeans, the purses, the blouses, and all that shit. Growing up, watching this shit.
I understand.
You don't understand.
I do, and I hear what you're saying. But if we were more prominent in our community, then the media would have less of an issue. I can't get mad at my child for doing what they tell you on TV if I'm not instilling the things that I need to instill in them as a parent in my home. If we were doing more in our community, yes.
No, the media has an agenda.
It's not that they wouldn't be there, but our children would have a better context with which to view everything, and that's absolutely true. That starts at home. That starts in the community. That starts in the family. So you can't just be like, oh, they want our 5-year-old. Just because your 5-year-old sees a man in a dress.
You're listening to the Skeam podcast. You're listening to the Skeam podcast.
Especially if he has a strong black male father there instructing him on, and if he chooses to be gay, that's his personal decision. But he can still have strong black males. He can't just easily be influenced by something he sees on television.
People bail. It's not about being. It's not about being.
I'm not.
We're not talking right now. We're talking
on the media.
Freeze it. We're talking about entertainment. The responsibility is not on the media. But we know that the media exists.
Yes, it does.
No. Here's
but our families and communities exist.
Freeze it. Yeah, our families and our communities exist.
I've been freezing for you like for a long time.
You have not been.
I have.
Because you're jumping topics. This right here. This is an entertainment media. So we have the responsibility to give people information, right?
Which is exactly what we're doing.
Exactly. So what we want to do is say that, hey, it's okay to say that that's weird. As a man, we gotta get past right, wrong, politically correct. We know that the media has an agenda where they promote certain types of things. So, as a man, I can look at certain things and say that's off. We won't call it weird. We won't call it we'll say it's off. It's not okay to act like shit that's off is not off and not say it. We are living in a society today where people want to see things, excuse it, act like it's off, and ignore it. That's not okay. That's not okay. So I, as a man, can say, hey man, that's part of me being a man. Being able in the community, if this guy falls over, he falls over, hey man, you gotta get up and stand up. This is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to stand on this square. I'm helping him as a man. I would maintain as a man, if I don't do that, I'm not being a man.
You're like 57 seconds.
If I don't do that, no you cannot, because I haven't finished my point. This is the Skeam podcast. Y'all watching this on YouTube or listening to us on iTunes, Spotify. Check us out. As a man, if I do not help this man stand up and be proper, I am more hindering than helping the black people as a nation. See, man is a start of family. And then family builds community. And then community builds a nation. That's what we on.
That's what you just did.
No. That's not what I did. Wait, don't. You just,
I'm not
chill out.
disagreeing with that point.
You just knocked down my pieces in the middle of my point. That's not what I just did. I said man is the start of the family. If we want to go back to God, God built Adam first, man. Out of man, he poured woman. Man, family, community. When man is off, right? Community is off, family is off. So that's why we are in this situation and predicament we are in now, because man is off. What we're saying as men up here, you cannot promote an image of an off man and feel like family, community, all these things will be off. That's off. It's okay. You can condone it. I'm not judging the brother. Wear that. But that's off. It's off. A man in a tuxedo dress, half that, oh, he's slaying. No, he's not slaying. That shit is off. It's off. And now, if y'all want to go ahead and act like it's not, y'all can do that. But every man in this shop is weird and saying, yo, they won't let their son do that. Would you let your son wear that, POJ? Would you let your son wear a half tuxedo, half dress?
Beat his ass.
Would you let your son back there, just head nod, we ain't figure, would you let your son? He has a son. We got daughters, he has a son. So you got a son or a daughter? You got a son or daughter? One for son, two for daughter. One for son, two, okay. So yeah, so look, you have a son. Would you let your son wear that? Come on. Would you let your son wear that?
I can speak now?
Would you let your son wear that?
I can speak now?
Would you let your son wear that? You can answer and you can speak.
I can talk now.
Would you let your son wear that? A half tuxedo dress?
No. First of all,
why not?
My son is 15 years old. There is nothing that my son can see on the media that we can't address in the house, so I can give them context and understanding about what's going on. Because I raise my children.
But
and
you let them wear it, though.
No, you said I could talk, so pause.
Oh, don't put your hands on my face.
No, you cut me
Do
off.
I need to sit on the right couch for the first
I
time?
sat here quietly, and I let you say what you have to say. So you can pause and let me finish. There's nothing that my kids are going to encounter that we can't address and give context to in the house. And we've dealt with that. My son, we have seen things outside. Mom, why is that person dressed and dressed? Why did this person do? It's not, if my son is a grown man, and decides to go out and
right now.
I know he's 15 right now. If he is a grown man outside of my house and the authority where I can say you're gonna do this or you're not gonna do this.
No, right now,
we're talking about if he is a grown man and he goes out and he has on a dress. My issue isn't gonna be like you're weird, that's not normal. We're gonna have a conversation. What's happening? What is this? Help me understand what's going on.
Your son comes home with that dress, that tuxedo that you said was that man was slaying in. Are you letting him wear that?
First of all, I never said that. I said it's his prerogative to wear a dress. The dress was bomb. It would have looked great on a woman.
Your son comes home tomorrow and has that and wants to wear the school.
You can't control your kids once they are adults. It's your responsibility.
He's not an adult,
to raise them. We're talking about generally speaking. My son is not gay. He has no desire to wear dresses.
But he wants to wear that dress.
He has no desire to.
But is it okay?
So it's not something that I have to address. dress.
But you're not answering the question for the
If a
people.
grown man chooses to wear a dress, you lay the foundation for a child when they are young. Once they get to that age, you've already instilled what you're going to instill. It's up to them to go and live the life that they choose to live.
There you lay my point. Lay the foundation. Lay the foundation
That's
for
what
a
I said a
child.
long time ago.
So that is that laying a foundation? Is that guy laying a foundation
It
for
has
men?
to be laid.
Is he laying a foundation for young
Every
men?
person's family, their community, their village is the one responsible for laying the foundation.
Is he laying a foundation? The guy who's wearing a dress at the Grammys, is he laying a foundation for men?
You got it.
Yes or no?
You got it.
Why is it okay
I'm
then?
done.
Is he laying a foundation for men? Is he laying a foundation for men? The guy with a half tuxedo dress that was okay, you thought it was okay. Is he laying a foundation for men? No, he's not.
He is
You
a
can't answer that.
gay
No, he's
man
not.
with a
Let's go
dress
to our
on.
next
Why
topic.
Okay.
Let's go to our
Alright,
next
I'm done.
topic.
Some
Because he's
people
not
like
laying a
it. Hey,
foundation.
some people like it, some people don't. That's all.
But
Some people
he's
will,
not
some
laying a
people
foundation
won't.
for men. You won't let your son wear it, so why is it
Alright.
okay for everybody else to? That's my point.
What's
You know,
worse for my son? My son is not a
what's
gay
good
man
for
who
the
wants
goose
to
is
put
good
the
for the
look.
gander. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. You
You
wouldn't let your
can't put
son wear that.
you can't put everybody in the same.
You don't want your
if
son
he's
to
a
wear
black
it,
man
but
who
you want
likes to
him
wear
to be
dresses, let him wear dresses.
He can do that, but it's not good for the gander. It's not
Okay,
good for
that's fine. It's not. He doesn't represent the entire black community. He is one man who chose to wear a dress, and the dudes who like to wear dresses will love it. And if it's not for you, it's
So
not for
everything
you.
is for the dudes who want to wear a dress. That's my
That's
point.
not you.
Yes,
You're everything
yes, it is.
and everybody and everything. I'm saying that this particular group of men, he does not have to be the example for all black men.
This is a
And-
double entendre, fellas and ladies, that we find it's unfortunate that it's okay for men to do that and that's funny, but as a man who looks at everything that's filtered in through, you know, this is for real. We not playing out here. I want my men to see Black Panther. I want my men to see T'Challa, my young kings. Like, we want them to grow up and see that. They don't need to see that, all this BS. But if women are saying it's okay, but the same women who say it's okay won't even want their son to wear that. That's what's funny. That's what I find hilarious. You won't let your son wear that, but it's okay if he does that.
Yeah.
Why is it okay for him to do that?
Because he is his own person.
Okay, we spend enough time talking about him. Let's move right on to manhood. Manhood, which this show is founded on. Because in manhood, there would not be manhood. There would not be no men in dresses. There would not. My Uncle Peggy, you're right. Kings. We don't wear no dresses. We don't think that it's okay.
We don't do this.
But man, yeah, exactly.
We don't
Like,
do this.
come on, man. Like, well, we don't have to argue that. So what we do is people who do that, no, they off to the side. You can't reproduce. You can't help this community.
No Jesse Smollett.
No, we see what that spirit of attention. Let me get attention from me. Jesse Smollett is facing 16 counts of felony. 16 felony counts. For what? For attention. That's all that guy was doing. Trying to get attention. I'm gay, look at me. I got a dress on. Everybody gave him attention. The fuck out of here. What's the difference between him and Jesse Smollett?
Perm.
Exactly. Let's talk about what's really going on here. Can we have that conversation? All this extra. Let's talk about what's really going on here. There's an attack on masculinity on straight men right now. We can act like it's not, but any man who's talking about or trying to stand up for or advocate for manhood, you loud. You toxic masculinity. You shouldn't be doing. He's okay. Get the fuck out of here. That's not okay. King, queen, family, community, nation. Right?
That's the blueprint.
King, queen, family, community, nation. That's what we represent. That's what we talk about. Man plus man can't make a family. But we can say it's okay though. It's okay. It's Women's Month. We know that we need strong women.
Need you women. We need you,
our
lovely.
women. We need our women.
As long as we don't disagree with you too much.
No.
Then you need us.
No.
As long as we don't disagree too much.
We can agree to
Then you
disagree.
need us.
We can agree to disagree.
Okay.
Just don't put my son in a dress. Fuck out of here.
Okay.
So yeah, fuck out of here. We can agree to disagree. My
See,
son
it got close when they started putting them in bell bottoms in the 70s. But I'm glad they got out of that. Straight legs in the 80s.
Yo, listen, what's hilarious is when you go back to the essence of a woman, God said it's not good for man to be alone. So out of this womb, he pulled the rib, he said, he made a woman, right? Right? Help me. Huh?
Mm-hmm. You're absolutely right.
Is that what he did?
You're absolutely right. Back in Genesis, God created the sun, the moon, earth, heavens, animals, plants.
Put the sauce on my
And the
rib.
first time he said, this ain't right. This ain't right. We can't leave this dude out here by himself. This not right. We gotta give him a woman.
Yes.
I 100% agree with you.
And he didn't make
That was
us
the first time in the Bible God was like, nah, this ain't gonna work. Let me go ahead and rectify this real quick. Let me give him some help.
help.
Amen. To Women's Month.
Yes.
Women's Month.
Mm-hmm.
You do anything special for Women's Month?
I mean, I'm awesome all the time. I don't need to do anything special.
I'm just asking.
Continue to be me.
Every strong man needs a strong woman to hold
I
him when
agree.
he gets cold.
Right. Every strong man needs a strong woman. What if you're a strong man and don't have a strong woman?
You bow-legged as hell.
What if you're a strong man and got a strong man?
You wearing a dress.
Your strong woman can be a mother, an aunt, a figure in your life. It does not have to be the person you're romantically involved with. And there are tons of strong women out there who support. To know, now one thing for sure, black women to no end support black men. Period. We're always there on the front line supporting black men.
We know that, yeah, because
Yes.
it's okay for them to wear dresses. They can't mess up.
Anything, women are on the front line supporting black men. So yes, you always have the support.
I don't know if that's always alright though. I don't know if that's always, because some shit need to be called out on. You know what I mean? Not everything a man do is okay.
I 100% agree.
Right. So sometimes you need to call a person out like, you know what, man, you fucking up. Like.
And I think that for the most part, the women in men's lives do that.
You know, well.
I think most men have a strong black woman. Whether they choose to listen to her or not is something different. They have a strong black woman.
I can't roll on that because some women, even when I was in school, you know, y'all had those parents who came to school, they didn't give a fuck what their kid did. No. They would fight the teacher. Man ain't right. Man, like.
Not my junior.
Man sliced the teacher's tires. Fuck that! You did something to him. Like, it would be like.
My child.
Exactly. And so, not every woman takes the proper logical, you know what I mean? And
I agree.
the truth and validity. It's like, this is my child, he can't do nothing wrong. You know
I agree. I didn't say every mother is a strong. I said the strong black woman does not have to be the person you're attached to. But there are plenty of strong black women. And I think the majority of women are more so have a decent head on their shoulders. I think the stereotypical black woman that gets promoted, that's one thing, but I don't think that's the average black woman.
We got some footage here.
Good points.
This is y'all listening to the Skeam podcast with an audience. I think we turned up a little bit for our studio audience. It's okay. Make sure y'all follow us and subscribe. YouTube, iHeart, iTunes, Google Play, Deezer, Stitcher, TuneIn. Catch it. You got some more?
All of them, man. Check it out on all of them.
We're gonna wrap this up. Catch us next week. Peace.